Minuet in G by Fernando Sor, played by Trevor Maurice of LearnClassicalGuitar.com.
Well, hello again this week and welcome to Learn Classical Guitar, the place where beginners and intermediates can really hone their classical guitar skills. This week I've got a nice piece for you. It's called Minuet in G by Fernando Sor. And stick around after the performance because there's a few discussion points that we can go through that will help you with the playing. If you're new to Learn Classical Guitar, don't forget to subscribe in the corner there. Just hit that icon, stay in touch with Learn Classical Guitar and you'll get your free sheet music and you'll get tips and you'll get a way to improve your playing. Okay, let's begin. Here is the Minuet in G by Fernando Sor. Okay, now I'm going to move the camera in close up on both hands and we'll go through a few things to help you with this piece, to help you play it just that little bit better. I'll see you in 1 second. Okay, the first thing to note is this piece, even though seemingly very easy, it is quite chordal in its structure. And you have to get the left hand flowing very smoothly and the right hand, by the way, to get those chords nice and smooth. My suggestion would be to play it very slowly all the way through and just get that very good connection between the chords. There's a fair bit of movement here too. Try and practice it very slowly and very legato. Try and getting it very smooth between the change of each chord. I do sometimes roll the chord slightly, which adds a little bit of interest to the music and a little bit of musicality. But, I mean, it sounds silly if every chord was rolled, obviously. That's a bit silly. One every now and again adds to the musicality. Just common sense. So we might play it at about half speed. We'll just go through that again. And I'll count you in. You can play along with me if you like. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go on to the second part, starting at bar 9. It is still quite chordal. It's chordal all the way through. Let's do it again half speed like the first one we just did, and we'll play it together. 1, 2, 3. Moving. You want to do that, get that really smooth and connected before you increase the speed. Okay, the next thing to talk about is the bar A chord, and that's leading into the thirds from bars 4, the end of bar 4 to bars 5 and 6. You really need to get, so we'll come into that. Actually, we'll go back to bars 3 and 4, because you've got that movement there of the bass coming up, the open D, the E, and moving up with your first finger there to the F sharp, sorry. You've got your fourth finger on the A, you've got your third finger on the C on the third string in the 5th fret. You're playing that with I and A of the right hand. So it moves like this, open D, E, F sharp. Then you put the G there on the 5th string, 5th fret, with the second finger. I'll do that movement again. Then the open D, collapsing into the bar A on the 3rd fret. You have the bar A's covering the G there and the G at the top, and your second finger is on the B, 4th fret, 3rd string. Let's do that movement all together from bar 3 to the end of bar 4. 1, 2, 3. It's a nice smooth movement. The next thing to get is from that bar there to bar 4 to bar 5. And this is the one you want to practice with the thirds. You practice it backwards and forwards. You're hitting the G, the upper G, and the B. So you're on the 7th fret there, the 8th fret there, and the open G string. That's how you get it smooth. Backwards and forwards, over and over. Get that movement. Know exactly where you're going. Once you've got that, you move on then to the thirds and getting them nice and smooth in bars 5 and 6. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. That was all the way to the end of bar 6. Let's try that again. End of bar 4, all of bar 5, all of bar 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's how you get it nice and smooth and together. Then, and only then, can you speed it up. Now the last small point to do is the final chord, and using the second finger on the lower G note as you come into it. Let's go from bar 15, and we've got the C chord there. and then we go up to that A chord on the 5th fret, so it's up and it's back again to the D7 chord. Then let's try that. 1, 2, 3. You can see I use my 2nd finger on the lower G. I'm using my 3rd finger from the F sharp, sliding up to the G, or guiding up, I should say. I'm not sliding, so you don't really hear it, but it just keeps my hand nice and secure as I move up. Let's do that 15 and 16 again. 1, 2, 3. Second finger on the G bass. The other thing you want to get is the movement from the C chord to the A minor chord on the 5th fret there. It's just a half bar across the first 3 strings with your 1st finger. And you're playing the A, the C, the E, and the A. If you put your finger down there, that would be the A major. But in this case, it's the minor chord, C to A minor. Back to that D7 chord. And then finishing on the G chord, so you play the 2 notes there of the G chord, the G and the B, followed by the bass G to finish off that G chord. Let's try that whole bars 15 and 16 again, slowly. 1, 2, 3. So you saw me using the guide finger there, the 3rd from the F sharp up to the G, keeps it secure, easily able to reach down with the 2nd finger and play the bass G note. Okay, I hope you got a lot out of that today, and we'll see you next week for another piece from Learn Classical Guitar. I'll see you then. Bye.